Oh, sana may dinalan mo ng tinapay.
And it's 7.2 kilometers. That's the place that the people here in Havana, they like the best. When they want to, for example, relax, especially at nighttime, you know, with the sun, it's a little bit impossible to be like sitting there. So, but you'll find, especially on afternoon, night times, a lot of people walking up and down the Malecon. You will find fishers, musicians, street vendors, couple kiosks sit down and go to the skyline view when the sunset comes down. And another interesting about the Malecon is this small port you see here. The name is Salvador de la Punta, and was the only one that was in Havana while the British Army invaded the city. Starting from now, crossing these street lines, you start to see the first drops of modernity, like for example, on your left, you'll have in the corner the Hotel Royalton Havana. When we think about the resorts and hotel area, there are the companies who are invested together with Cuba in case of the hotels. They are the majority. And so, this one is Royalton Havana, as I said before. And when we talked about that, there is in Cuba three cities identified on the 30th blue diamond. All three, they are connected to the Cuban border. As I said before, it's 49 the foreign investor and 51 the Cuban government. All the properties that you see here in the Malecon, that is a nice example about that the shape of each property is pretty much depending on everyone's budget, you know. So, but to keep maintained in a good and beautiful shape, a property here, this first line of the molecule, is quite expensive. Because even when you look at the sea, it's right quiet right now, you know, beautiful, peaceful. But in storms, in hurricane, the wave, they jump off the wall and they smash practically the mosaic. They can be up to 15 meters when we're passing through a hurricane. And because the salty wind, they've got to be repaired like yearly. Before the revolution, that building used to be a bank. Also, on the left, you will find two buildings, blue, green, and forward. The one in the front, with the clear color, the clear green color, that used to be the Havana Hilton. And the one behind is the brand new Iberostar Havana Selection Hotel, the first Cuban size company. The architecture in Havana is best too. When you see that beautiful waterfall on the top of it, the Hotel National. Hotel National is the house, the cradle, the office of the Cuban bomb. Since 1930, remains that hotel operational, named by Lucas Manla. Paseo por 8th Street is pretty important when we're talking about politics and history. That leads straight to the Revolution Square. Revolution Square is the place where all the people of Havana, they gather together after a parade to honor or to celebrate the most important days connected to the Cuban Revolution. An example, 26 July, because in that day Fidel Castro has initiated this guerrilla. May the 1st, the Day of the Workers. October 10th, the National Liberation Day. January 1st, day of the time of the revolution, they organized all this straight down a parade headed to the Revolution Square. And now, crossing the next street lights, you should see how slowly the architecture changes. The houses start to be nicer, bigger, like mansions. That's why, because this area here used to be, before revolution, one of the suburbs of the land. Here, right in the mass houses. On the left is the new Capitol Hill. On the right, we got different mansions. In today, they are all of them owned by the government. Their libraries, their offices, their embassies are no longer private. But beyond that, if you look through the buildings, you can appreciate the beauty and you can have an idea how used to be the life before the 1959 in these corners. That's his motto. Always until the victory, hasta la victoria siempre. The building besides, the building next to it, that had figure of another hero of the Cuban Revolution. The name of the guy, Camilo Cienfuegos. He fought together with Che Guevara and also with Fidel. He was actually the right hand of Fidel Castro during the guerrilla fight. Lastly, Camilo died in an accident 10 years after but Camilo still being the most popular hero of the guerrilla. Is that guy you got on your left. And now guys, we'll have a view of the National Library in front of us. say before here, this corner is where you can see like the simple day life of local people.